along with Phillip Brooks. One of the best college football days of the year is underway. New Year's Eve 2022. Here is Knowles, hesitated and gets met at the 17-yard line and dropped. It's been a really interesting year for Kansas State at the quarterback. Alabama 8th in the nation on third down defensively. They stack the box here, and a pass play. It's caught by Sinnott, breaks a tackle up the sideline, and finally knocked out of bounds. One of the most important players for Kansas State.
Spawn block and making the play.
That's the thing about Vaughn. He'll block, he'll catch. He's one of the best pass catchers out of the backfield. Here's Howard, and it's caught. First down to the 39-yard line. It's Phillip Brooks with the catch. Brian Branch in coverage. Another third down conversion.
Quick, easy hitter for Will Howard. On time, and another conversion.
Play fake. Howard hit as he throws downfield, and it's picked off at the 21-yard line. Intercepted by Jordan Battle. It was Byron Young that had the pressure on Will Howard. And just the third pick of the year by Howard.
Well, Deuce Vaughn is such a versatile piece of this offense, not just as a runner, but also a pass catcher. They try to hit him on the wheel, down the sidelines. Excellent read there. Well,
and 20 sacks for him the last 2 years. So third down and 11. Young from the pocket. Incomplete pass intended for Jermaine Burton. Julius Brents in coverage. It's a 3-and-out for Bama.
Which is a timing route, a comeback for Jermaine Burton. He never gets out of his break. Ball delivered a little bit too early, but Julian Brents, 3 days of camp. By day 5, he was holding his own linebacker meetings.
Transfer from Tennessee. Off play action. Pass is caught by Cade Warner. His second grab already. It's a 10-yard gain into Alabama territory.
Well, the ability taking better care of the football early in the season, and Will Howard has just taken his game and this offense to other heights.
Howard's pass pulled in, a lot of cushion out there. Brooks being defended by Branch, and it's a first down, a gain of 12 inside the 40.
With Phillip Brooks is a $1 million smile for Mr. Vaughn.
Likely his last college game, going to the NFL. Howard, and it's pulled in for a first down. It's Ben Sinnott, the tight end again, his second catch. And this is twice now that Kansas State is moving right down the field on Alabama. Play fake, and then a throw across the middle, knocked down, intended for Warner, but broken up by McKinstry. The Kansas State fans want a flag, but won't get it. It's 4th and 8.
More of this press and get in the face of Kansas State receivers. Don't let them run free.
Ty Zentner on for a 41-yard field goal try. Has not missed to this point and is still perfect. Now 10 for 10 on the season. And the Wildcats. Third down and 3, and the play clock down to 2. Pressured up the middle. Young's pass is caught for a first down. Ja'Cory Brooks to midfield, a 19-yard gain. Ready to show Young because he's going to have clips already prepared. You rarely hear that from a college quarterback. Young feeling the rush, but sacked back at the 40-yard line by Daniel Green, the leader of the Kansas State defense. It's a loss of 10. Some injuries on the offensive line for Alabama. A lot of backups playing. Young feeling the pressure, dumping it off on 3rd and 19, well covered, and a big hit. Let's see, as a flag is thrown, McClellan drilled. Now a second flag is thrown. Normally very disciplined.
Blindside block here.
Personal foul, blindside block, offense number 19.
That's on Kendrick Law.
New point of emphasis in college football. Off one of the best seasons in the history of the program. Been phenomenal all year.
Here's Vaughn with some room, past the 20, and Vaughn might be gone. He's got incredible speed, outrunning Bama defenders. Inside the 20, Vaughn inside the 10, dives for the end zone. Touchdown, K-State. 8-yard touchdown run for one of the most dynamic players in all of college football. He's a different type of Deuce, but there was a back, Deuce McAllister, for 8 years for the Saints that used to do that to NFL defenses.
Clearly sleepwalking here in the Big Easy early.
Young on 3rd down and 10. Pressure on. Young steps up and completes it. And Jahmyr Gibbs is free into K-State territory. Past the 30, past the 20, and finally taken down by Drake Cheatham after a 59-yard catch and run.
We're just getting a bunch trips package.
Young to the air. Has time. Everybody covered. Young steps up. Now throws. Complete. Back of the end zone. Touchdown. Isaiah Bond. His first of the year. Well, the coaches say Bond might be the next great Alabama receiver. And he comes up big here on 3rd and goal.
I just love the eyes of Bryce Young. Looked like he had Brooks in the middle of the end zone. Didn't find him. Stays patient, stays poised, eyes down the field, and really nice. Running to green grass on the back line, and a big touchdown for the Tide.
Zero panic.
And you knew that even though Bryce Young
Got length and athletic advantages, they've got to use it up near the line of scrimmage.
on 3rd and 8, Howard in trouble, drilled as he throws, knocked away by McKinstry, incomplete, intended for Warner. Long here for Alabama. We're talking about Caleb Williams winning the Heisman at USC. Bryce Young originally committed to USC, and then his first year at Bama was the backup to Mac Jones. Running Gibbs to the right, past the 45 and stiff arming, pushed out of bounds but got the first down. Gain of 10 on the play for Gibbs.
Really and leads the team in rushing. Kind of wonder where would they be here this year offensively without him.
Bryce Young off play action, deep ball, going again for Burton. This one's caught inside the 5 and down to the 2. They finally connect. 47 yards. First and goal from the 2.
Well, they missed the first 2 times on the deep shot, but working from the slot, just that deep over route outruns Hayes, and that ball doesn't miss this time.
McClellan again is back there with Young. Young throwing, and it's caught for a touchdown by Cameron Latu. His 4th touchdown of the season, and just like that, the Tide in front. 2 quick touchdown passes for Bryce Young in about 5 minutes of game time.
Well, I like this play design.
Play action coming off of those 2 plays because of the early success on rundowns for Alabama. Great mixture.
Reichard with the extra point.
Well, they've been looking for an unbelievable run for Zeke and Ohio State in the first year of the playoffs.
And the Buckeyes, of course, playing tonight. You got Martinez out there, quarterback. He's a very good runner. Pushed out of bounds, close to the line to gain by Jordan Battle, and it's going to be a first down for the veteran Martinez.
Roster looks like
3rd and 11. Howard standing in there and completing it to Warner, who breaks a tackle and gets the first down. Cade Warner. Touchdown passes by Bryce Young. Midway point of the 2nd quarter. Alabama rushing 4, backside pressure, but the pass away, underthrown. And they're going to say a catch by Sinnott at the 40. There's a penalty marker down, though. Let's get it figured out here, guys.
Is a completed catch. During the play, personal foul. Defense number 94, head foul. That penalty will be added on to the end of the catch. First down.
So DJ Dale with the penalty. Now they have to make sure that it indeed was a catch. Go was on that Big 12 title team. He's now the offensive coordinator. We'll see what he dials up here on 3rd and 14. Pass underneath, caught by Warner, and fighting for the first down. He's going to be close. Might be shy by a half yard. We'll see if Klein
bring in Ben Sinnott.
Going for it here on 4th down and 1, and it's a pass play caught by Knowles, a first down. Beautiful execution by Kansas State. Knowles lost his helmet. Not as much on 1st and 2nd down. Howard's had a good day so far throwing the ball on 3rd down, but they're going to run it. DJ Giddens on 3rd and 8, stacked up at the 18-yard line. Gain of 5, 4th and 3. Kansas State just went for it on 4th and 1. We'll see.
This offense has come alive. No Will Anderson on the field.
7-minute drive, though, if you don't get any points. Here's a pass over the middle. It's caught inside the 10. It's been sent it again. And it's 1st and goal for the Wildcats from inside the 5. Vaughn, power against power on 3rd down and goal. The pitch to Vaughn and knocked down inside the 2. Boy, that is a train wreck at the line of scrimmage with all those big bodies.
And Alabama, play action very much alive here.
Play fake. Howard throws. Incomplete. Defender for Alabama, Will Anderson, fell down. Sinnott was open, but the pass was off the mark, and K-State turns it over on downs.
And it's the play action, and Sinnott's able to get out in the flats. He gets outside the defender. Will Anderson falls to the ground, and just a missed opportunity.
From the Bama 4, 2 timeouts remaining for Kansas State. They'll run it again with Gibbs. Jump cut, trying to get the corner. He does. Past the 15. Stiff arming and out of bounds at the 26-yard line. A gain of 22 for the Georgia Tech transfer. So it'll be play 25 for Alabama today. Kansas State has run 39 plays. Bama's going to keep it on the ground. McClellan with a head of steam. He gets leveled at the 39-yard line, but the defender that made the tackle, Omar Daniels, got the worst of it. Over the years, whether it was Tom Brady in New England or Deshaun Watson when he was a head coach with the Texans. Here's Young on 1st down. Downfield throw. Got a man there, and it's caught. It's Jermaine Burton again, and what a throw. Dropped it into the bucket. Inside the 40 at the 36-yard line. What a throw.
In that spot, Burton gets a step, and Bryce Young makes him pay.
26 yards. They get the ball to start the second half as well. Young over the middle to Latu. He's down inside the 15. Clock will stop to reset the chains, and they still have those 2 timeouts. 25 seconds left in the half.
That's a size mismatch.
You didn't use one of those timeouts. Now they're taking a ton of time off the clock. They snap it with 15 seconds. Young to the end zone, and they haven't signaled yet. Now they do. Touchdown. Burton took it away from Echo Boydo. And the Crimson Tide extend the lead to 20-10.
Well, you asked me on camera, what do? You put the ball in Nine's hands. Man-to-man coverage outside. Love the inside release from Burton. That ball perfectly placed. Excellent job there by Jermaine Burton to bring in that catch in the end zone.
How about that? Less than a minute, they go literally the length of the field. And now you certainly understand why Chris Kleiman went for it on 4th and goal. Bama in 2.
It's pretty good.
Unbelievable.
Not bad. Good success rate. It's Wildcat defense.
And an onside kick attempt to start the second half, and it's recovered by Roydell Williams of Alabama. So Chris Kleiman tries to catch Alabama off guard. It doesn't work, and now the Tide have the ball in plus territory.
Well, plays better. They did that better in the second half, and in the second quarter, they got to get off the field on defense on 3rd down.
Here's Gibbs getting a 1st down to the 31-yard line. A gain of 9. Kansas State has only given up 33 points in the second half.
Creating a nice hole for Jahmyr Gibbs.
Got McClellan in now at running back. Young going deep into the end zone. Oh, what a throw! On the money to Brooks for the touchdown! Bryce Young with his 4th touchdown pass. Incredible.
Wow. Sensational throw. Play action pass. Move the pocket ever so slightly. The deep over for Ja'Cory Brooks. A young man as I've been around covering college football. He's awesome.
Here he comes off the edge, getting in the face of the quarterback, and it's intercepted. Branch steps in front and gets the pick. Anderson started it. Branch finishes it. Alabama with another takeaway.
From Brian Branch.
The worst possible start you could have for Kansas State. Alabama's 2 possessions, both starting in plus territory. McClellan inside the 10, heading for the end zone. Touchdown. Did the Tide just put the Cats away? It's 34-10.
Well, there's a true freshman, Tyler Booker, who's starting at left guard. Watch the movement he gets up front, paving this path for McClellan. Just going to come down on a down block, and a big gaping hole opens up. Really well done. That's a 332-pound true freshman.
Will Anderson as a kid and as a person.
21 points in the last 2 minutes and 4 seconds.
Picks under pressure. We'll see if they can give him some time here on third down.
Got to have it down here for Kansas State. In trouble. Dumps it off to Giddens. And Alabama just too much speed. Tracked down again by Brian Branch. And you mentioned this, Dusty, in the first half. Pete Golding,
Unbelievable what a different player he becomes.
Look at the last 3 drives. 3rd and 1. Big stop that time as McClellan is wrapped up by Cheatham playing with that broken hand. Now it's 4th down.
Pulled up on the opposite sideline on that last drive, but he looks like he's rip-roaring and ready to go.
Big completion there for Howard. If nothing else, to try to get him some confidence back. Brooks with the catch and a 1st down. Kansas State got the stop. Now can they put together their first good offensive drive since the first player? Yeah. Solid player.
Absolutely.
In that 3-man front for Alabama. Back to throw. Howard stepping up, launching it complete. Giddens inside the 30. And Giddens down to the 15-yard line. Been a long time since Kansas State has had a big play. That's a 36-yard gain.
Well, I love
1 target, and that was on the interception. Will Anderson with great get off that time. I was sure that Anderson was offside. There is a flag down in the secondary.
It's play for a long time at the next level.
Here's a fade. Knowles can't come up with it. McKinstry knocks it away. No flag down, and Kansas State will have to go for it on 4th and 5.
With Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Are you going for 3 points?
I think that's very fair. Try to cut it to 3 scores.
So it's 35-13. It has a little life. Let's see how the defense responds. Play action for Young. And over the middle, what a play. Latu is loose after breaking a tackle near midfield. Bryce Young continues to wow.
He's still raw as a pass rusher. Plays with good leverage and explosiveness. We'll see if he can impact 3rd down.
3rd and 13. They bring everybody. Young from the pocket is sacked back at the 41 by TJ Payne. Excuse me, VJ Payne, the true freshman.
He got the elusiveness, the shake.
He gets the pitch here and has a 1st down out to the 33. You touched on his dad, Christopher Deuce's 3rd down.
Will Anderson, cheetah package in.
Howard with time, floats it downfield, and it's incomplete. Sinnott dropped it. That was a great throw by Will Howard. It would have been a 1st down, and it would have been a gain of about 25. Now punting it back to Alabama. Short punt, and it checks up. Going to be about a 24-yard punt. So Alabama will be near midfield. Their fiddle championship against Dusty Dvorak and the Oklahoma Sooners 19 years ago when he was the head coach of the LSU Tigers. Young on 3rd and 6, and it's a strike for a 1st down. Prentice breaks tackles inside the 20. Prentice inside the 10 to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. 5th touchdown pass for Bryce Young.
Three really young, good-looking receivers. Kendrick Law being the other one. The future's bright on the perimeter for Alabama.
Think about it. Bryce Young started the game 1 for 4. He's now
finding, and 14 of them are at the top 5 at their position nationally, including the top 1 and 2 running backs, 4th and 5th quarterback, your top edge rusher, it is littered with top-level talent. So it's more difficult than ever before in recruiting.
Sugar Bowl. They also lost in 2013 season to Oklahoma. And in 2009-2008 season to Utah, great run by Jace McClellan, getting the first down. And 3rd and 7. Nearing 11 minutes to go. The play clock winding down. Young has only attempted 20 passes, completed 15, 5 touchdown passes. That ball batted in the air and almost picked off by Austin Moore.
Job by Robert Hintz inside, getting his hands up.
Time leading scorer at Alabama. 21 of 25 on the season. And he drills that one. It's 45-13 Alabama.
Had their hands full on that side of the ball.
That's at 4 Eastern time, so about an hour from now, and then you got the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. Georgia and Ohio State in the nightcap. Sack here for Alabama. It's Branch, who's probably, on defense anyway, the MVP of this game.
The interception, the tackles for loss, he's been all over the field.
Howard on 3rd and 13 completes it out past the 30-yard line to Jackson. Getting a chance to play here, so 4th down.
Year, every bit as impressive as what he put forth a season ago. Totally agree with you.
Milroe on 3rd down and 7. And that pass off the mark is 4th down. So you look at Bryce's parents. Again, the thing here.
I know Will Anderson didn't have a huge impact on this game, but he's been wreaking havoc and wrecking offenses for the last 3 years in college football.
First down for Giddens. Go ahead, Tom.
Sorry, yeah, Dusty, I was going to say, with Bryce Young, we talked about some of these, just not his build.
Vaughn seems to be done for the day with Giddens getting a bulk of the carries. And first down for Giddens and pushed out of bounds at the 35. This is a Kansas State program that's here to stay, by the way. This is their first official New Year's Six game, even though they were in a couple of at Kansas State, where we're going to see this team in the top 20 for a while.
No doubt. And he's got championship pedigree. You see Giddens with a nice catch over the middle. 4 national championships at North Dakota State. He knows and understands the blueprint.
Howard is from the Philly area, but went out to California, worked with some of the quarterback guys out there, and just being around Bryce Young, having a chance to talk to him a little bit. Nice job that time by Brooks. He might have gotten into the end zone. That was close. Stepped out before he hit the pylon, so it'll be 1st and goal.
Brooks out immediately as he fights for the end zone.
Jordan Shippers is into the end zone for the Kansas State touchdown. Fighting to the end, as you would expect from K-State.
I think that's exactly right. We know one thing from Kansas State, Chris Kleiman, they're going to fight.
No, to continue to watch Kansas State also as Texas and Oklahoma leave the Big 12. Coming up on Monday night following the Rose Bowl, it's a huge game in the AFC.
Didn't touch it on either of those final 2 plays in that championship game, but give Kansas State and that front credit. They answered the bell and they got the stop as they took home the championship trophy.
So what has to happen for TCU first, and then
Quarterback and C.J. Stroud's going to be, because he's not a runner.
Yeah.
That helps Georgia.
Miller got the corner. Past the 40 and scoots out near the 20-yard line. True freshman Jamarion Miller, Tyler, Texas, at 30 carries all year. They compare him to Josh Jacobs. As the offensive coordinator here with Alabama, they were 6th in the country in yards per carry. And again, that was a lot of that was Jahmyr Gibbs. As Miller is to the 20-yard line, we'll see if that's the final play.
Be surprised if they snap it again.
Great year for Kansas State. And I know if you're an Alabama fan, your season doesn't end with a trophy, but still 11 wins for the 12th consecutive year. 2 losses by 4 points against Tennessee and LSU, both walk-off wins for the opponent.
Say that again, 11 wins for the 12th straight year? Wow. Not too shabby.
They, despite not making the college football playoff, came in to this game with a mindset to finish the season strong, and boy did they do that. 45-20, Alabama over Kansas State in the 89th annual All-State Sugar Bowl. 12 straight and 13 of the last 14 years, winning 11 games. That's the most in history over a 14-season span.